Hey, all, it's your boy Rico.
And Sam, and if you're watching this, it's because your kid has just come out to you as trans, or is about to come out to you as trans, or gender nonconforming, and they kind of just want to give you a little bit more information about that. So basically, just to start this out, to define transgender, it just means that your child doesn't identify with a male gender if they were born as male, or they don't define themselves as female if they were born female. They feel like the body that they were given doesn't match how they feel on the inside.
So if you're just finding out now, or they just recently came out to you, I definitely hope that you took a few breaths, maybe sat on it. If you haven't responded or reacted to them yet, that's totally cool. I think it's kind of a good thing to sit on it, so you can kind of go through all the emotions, whatever, not in front of your child. Because I know you might be confused, maybe angry, not all positive emotions, and it's best if they probably don't see you reacting that way.
Yeah. The main thing is you don't necessarily have to understand what your kid is going through right now. You don't necessarily have to like it per se, but the main thing is from the very get-go, just tell them that you accept them, that you love them, and support them no matter what. At the end of the day, that's your kid. They might be going through something that you've never experienced or never even heard of before, and that's okay. Just tell them that you love them, tell them that you're going to be there for them, and I promise you that's going to mean the world to them.
Yeah.
Something that I think is very important is when your child just comes out as trans, chances are they're very confused and they're very scared, and they don't know what's going on either. So maybe just sit back and listen. So let them come to you with what they're comfortable in coming to you. Google is your best friend. I promise you, any questions that you have, Google can answer for you. We can answer for you.
Yeah.
There are plenty of support groups for parents of transgender kids. On Facebook or just online, or maybe even in your area locally. So just look that up. But I guarantee you, the quicker that you accept your kid and tell them to accept them, the quicker that they will open up and answer any questions or just willingly give you information themselves. So maybe just don't bombard them with so many questions, but just let them come to you. And if you have questions in the meantime, just reach out online or reach out to us or reach out to your friends or support systems, whoever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I feel like the questions you should be asking your kid after the fact is what does that mean to you? Are you okay? What can I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, just try to be supportive, try to stay positive, try to, be the strong one for your kid. It's a very hard time in any trans person's life to just come out. It's a very scary process. So just make sure that you are emoting strength and positivity in order for them to feel more comfortable around you. We know that it's scary. We know that it's uncharted territory for most trans parents, parents of trans kids.
Yeah, it can be tough and confusing being trans, especially being young and trans. So the support from a parent is super important, and it can improve your child's mental health, honestly.
The statistics out there actually say that just having the support of their parents and their loved ones actually drastically decreases the rate of suicide or suicidal thoughts or depression in transgender or LGBT youth. So just literally just telling your child, hey, I love you and I'm going to be here, will drastically improve their mental health, will drastically improve their mood, will just make this transition so much better for them, so much better for you, if you just sit back and just be okay, at the end of the day, this is my kid, and I accept them. We know that there's not a lot of, transgender people in pop culture right now that are trending on social media or anything. Chances are maybe you've never even met a trans person, but we're trans.
Surprise.
And, we're doing great. I'm a little over 2 years on testosterone. I have never felt better. I am so much happier. I'm so much more confident in myself. I am in a much better place than I was before transitioning. I'm doing okay. My health is great. I have had no problems since starting HRT, no health problems, no nothing. Actually, I'm doing a lot better.
Real quick, HRT is hormone replacement therapy.
Yes, so that is the process of taking hormones in order to make your outside better reflect how you feel on the inside.
Yeah, and I'm about a year and 4 months on T. I don't know. Let's say a year and a half on T. Yeah, I'm doing well as well. The happiest I've ever been.
So don't worry that your kid is just gonna be doing all these crazy things. We promise that they will be in good hands.
Yeah, I feel like it's all uphill from there, not downhill. Coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are worried that your child is too young to know if they are trans or gender nonconforming, we just want you to know that kids can actually start showing signs that they are trans or don't align with the sex that they were assigned at birth as young as 2 to 3 years old. That doesn't mean that they need to start transitioning that young, but it's never too early to know if you're trans or not. And the earlier that they come out and at least start being able to explore gender identity and explore what that means to them, chances are they're going to live happier and fuller lives, even if they don't end up being trans further down the line, even if they just are gender nonconforming, where they just appreciate things that are assigned for people of the opposite sex. Even just letting them explore that is going to give them so much better quality of life. So don't worry that your kid is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it is. Don't worry that they are experiencing these things so early. Just let them explore. Just let them try to figure it out, and just be there to support them. And I promise it's going to be okay.
Definitely.
One last thing. I know that it's a lot of people's fear that when their child decides to transition, that they feel like they're losing their child. And we just want to reiterate that that is not the case. I'm still very much the same person. I still have the same morals. I still have the same outlook on life. I still have the same goals for myself. I still am literally the same person. I'm just in a much happier place mentally. I might look a little bit different than I did before, but other than that, I'm doing great. I'm literally the same kid that my parents raised.
Yeah.
So you're not losing your kid. They might be a little bit different. They might want to use different pronouns, maybe use a different name, but at the end of the day, it's still your kid.
It's still them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, I hope this video has helped. If you're still watching this, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us, comment below, or just do some research online. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah.
So if you like this video, you know what to do. Please like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. And we'll see you next week, y'all. Bye.